Yo YouTube, welcome back to another video. And yes, new tournaments here, and finally bans are fixed, so we don't have to see this shooty AoE team again. AoE? AOT team again. And then we got shields, it's all one stacks of each, so that's pretty cool. You got energy drain and challenger. And one of the units for this that goes extremely well with it is SK. And you know, his passives. Debuffs, yeah, so the debuff from the energy drain, instead of making him go zero, making him have 0.3 damage, makes him have 1.7 damage, 1.7x. And then you can cleanse units based on where they are, so anywhere on the map, just cleanse them, and it's a 15-second cooldown. And you'll notice that regardless if a unit hits and loses damage from energy drain, he will just go there regardless. Because if you guys don't know, drowsy, so if you place a new unit, like you'll see I place a few times, I place weather report, he should just cleanse them instantly. And then for the remaining units, we got the Witch. I just want to specify that because it's not actually a Haru Aurora. Then you got Kaguya, Newsman, Sid for his nuke, and Alucard for his wounded and his bleed, of course, because enemies do have regen. So you see, familiar wise, I'll show you the familiars. So for Smith or Sid, of course, you got Black Spirit. You want at least I think 99. I mean, ooh, he feels like 13%, but just ideally you want 100%. The next unit for the burbs wise, you got Kaguya. Just give her your highest damage one. You could give, yeah, Kaguya. High damage, high range, high crit chance. Or if you, yeah, this has nothing, but just as high as possible, of course. For Alucard, you want to give high range. For Haru Aurora or the Witch, you want to give high range as well. Who else? Skull Knight. You want to give a pretty average, really good burb, just overall good stats. And then for your Newsman, you want the AV Familiar, a lot of visits. And this way you can lower his SPA and have a bit of range on him extra. So that's pretty much it for the familiars wise and the team wise. So, you know, if you guys are still here, you know, if you can hit 3.5k subs before the end of the month, which is like 2 days, the growth has been crazy. So I'll do like I'll do a couple of battle pass giveaways, maybe 3 or 5. So yeah, like and subscribe, and yes, I'll see you in the next video. And trailers should be either later tonight or tomorrow. So yeah, good luck. Okay, guys. So basically, I'll just explain a few things while I'm going through the run. But honestly, it's not too hard to follow the strat, to be honest. I low-key, I didn't drink any water before this because someone said they reckon I'm gonna hit two voice cracks within this thing. So let's see. You know, that's why I didn't drink water. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, Skull Knight, he's kind of crazy. Oh, you will see within this clip that I placed my units, do my auto for Kaguya, but that's because I was going AFK. You don't have to auto Kaguya, don't worry about that. You can ignore this part. I legit just went AFK to get like a can of Lucozade. Oh yeah, wait. Comments wise, I forgot. Let me read some comments from last video. Did I get any important questions? Let's see. Oh yeah, Loki. Oh yeah, my bad for the last video, even the last few. I've been kind of slacking on replying to comments, but and this time around, I'll definitely be replying to comments because I do feel bad not being able to reply to them. Die areas in the video. If only I didn't miss the first day. Why must life do this to me? It's okay, man. And salvation. Yes, us Gojo familiars were eating good last tournament. Bro, it's not goon corners, bro. Why do people keep calling the flipping Umamusume goon corners, bro? Chill out with that. You spent all your rerolls on coins, yeah, it's fine. But luckily they did extend the strongest event, so a lot of us, everyone can just get Gojo. I'm not sure if I can get 2 copies of it, but I'll probably go for corruption crystals or rerolls. I don't know. Yeah, it seemed like a lot of people were struggling with the event because, I mean, with the Gojo familiar because they didn't have the Gojo familiar. I really missed hours. Any replace for Gojo? Or that's my bad. See, if I reply to the comment, it would have been better, but that's my bad. Oh yeah, you love my, okay, hey, I love your videos. I saw your video about the newest world lines, but I can't do it because I missed out on the season 7 battle pass unit. Uh, oh yeah. Instead of Ramu, who could use? You could just use I don't even know who you have. Just join the Discord and I can probably help you. I don't know if you'll see this video though. No except 2 broken hearts. Sorry, Saint, I had to drop the Gojo video. It had to be done. Thanks. God, tournaments are so unfun with these rumblings. Yeah, tournaments are so boring. Especially with the rumblings because low key that was so brain dead. Let's see who else is there. Why does Gojo keep his familiar if you lose them? Oh yeah. It's just they make Vanguard familiars feel different. Sir 2, he said, Compy. Yeah, it was comp. Yo, delete this shit. Well, I'm gonna sue you. Okay, bro. Bad juice fish. Please delete it. Please, please, please. I don't have the familiar. Yay. Delete this nonsense. Happens, bro. You just have to make sure you don't miss anything. Did I get any more comments on the other Ichigo video? Let's go through them. Let's see. Sort by newest first. Oh yeah, here you wanna make sure you remember to put auto on your Sid because if you forget, it's just gonna ruin your run. And set up to bosses, use assassination if you can. I forgot to use it for some reason. Place your second newsman here. And you're seeing what I meant, or I said in the intro. I mean, if I didn't explain it, but because each unit has drowsy, when you place them, Skull Knight goes and places right next to them to cleanse them. Of course, he cleanses their drowsy, so he's basically what's he doing? He's just TPing to them, cleansing them. So every 15 seconds, be wary of that because it can be happening randomly when they decide to energy drain, or you just place them, of course. Okay, so let's see. If the world was ending, you'd come over, right? Okay, bro. This is so bad news. This is so bad news. Thanks for the strat. I tried for around 30 plus runs and I got 8537. Agnes will be mine. Well done with that one. Just got the exact same. Thanks so much. And top one are the same. Okay, that's good. Rumbling tournaments are so bad. Yeah. Glad they fixed the bans. Love getting mentally farmed because I'm too butt to do it right. It happens, man. Wave skips are not the funnest to do, but once you get them right, it feels so rewarding though. The moment on 234 where you had to wave skip, how the hell? There's a few gums remaining even after usability. Oh yeah, someone replied to him, yeah. Let's see, any other important questions? The mic didn't choke. Oh, I think it was a voice crack moment. How many times you got to a voice crack? Bro. These wave skip strats remind you of the boss rush tournaments, yeah. That's all it was really about. We will be getting Agnes Tachyon. Yep, a lot of you guys got it, so congratulations on that. And then someone loved to wanted to bait people saying, dang bro, but I used Griffith instead of Eren and his supports and I used Griffith King and Ichigo and Weather Report and this team slammed, dude. I got 6,007 kills. Yeah, you did not get that, bro. Why you lying? The wave skips, yeah, it was sad because wave skips with the last one was just stat based. Oh yeah, here you wanna see once all your units are maxed, especially your Kaguya and your Skull Knight. Skull Knight should be maxed at this point. Plus your Kaguya. When Kaguya is maxed, you wanna make sure you turn auto off. I'll let you know what wave I do it at. In this one, it might have been around like wave 22-ish, but we'll see. But yeah, let's see. When do I turn auto off? Yeah, I turned the auto off at wave 22, I think. Did I do it? I'm pretty sure I did it. Oh, it might have been wave 23, let's see. Yeah, wave 23, I turned the auto off. I think I remember now. Did I remember? Did my brain wanna remember? So yeah, look, wave 23 auto off, and you can do that by clicking the B key on your keybind on your keyboard, or you can go into settings. But you see what I mean with Skull Knight. He's so weird with the fact that he just goes to the wrong unit spot. You need to follow with Skull Knight like this. And this boss should be a piece of the cake. Piece of the cake? Be a piece of cake. Shouldn't really be hard. You shouldn't struggle with this boss. He's quite fast. He has a decent amount of HP, but he's not too bad. So you just follow his Skull Knight and it's just pretty easy. Because you got 2 units following Kaguya and Thingy. And the cool thing about Skull Knight, and of course, because Kaguya can take elements, they're doing 30% extra damage to the boss, which is quite nice. That curse buff is really broken. Here you're gonna max your witch. You should get the yen soon enough. And from here on out, you're gonna keep your Skull Knight at the front. This is just to get the mobs as low as possible for when you sit nuke at the end. Remember, auto off for the whole time, so yeah, it's pretty boring during this time. So yet another chill slash boring tournament, I guess. I'll try to figure out ways to improve this, but for now, this is the initial strat, I guess. Oh, I got pink somewhere. Okay, so I don't know where I left off, but yeah. I was trying something else out that I'll probably do for the vid in tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, I'll just try something out. But yeah, from here on, you just wanna have your wave skip off and just constantly domain with Kaguya. Remember, sand ice, sand ice, sand ice, sand ice, sand ice, sand ice, sand ice. So yeah, you just leave him thingy on last. Kaguya on last just to clear up the mobs. Because SK should deal with the ones at the front. And what you want to do is you want to get the SK placement. See, like I'm doing, you just want to reset the placement. And then that's when you place your other units. Because you don't want him to follow the other units to the back. So constantly you have to be aware of placing SK just every 15 seconds. Because you basically got so much money, so much yen. You can just keep on doing that every 15 seconds if you wanted to. And then yeah, boom, you just keep SK in the same spot. But if you're not focused and you just let him and you just wait or go over 15 seconds, he's gonna end up cleansing a unit who gets energy drain. So like let's say Alucard here hits one of these enemies, he's gonna go to cleanse him. So and that's something you don't want because you're just gonna follow them and he's gonna leave these enemies. They're not gonna be taking damage. It just ruins your run. But SK, he's kind of stupid. His damage is nuts, especially with that curse buff. Cause Loki, these enemies are like having like 20 mil HP. So the fact that he is killing them basically is crazy. Loki, what did I even want to say? I had a few things I wanted to say, but yeah, it's gone. I lost my ideas. Yeah, I legit got nothing to say on my days. But yeah, here the boss should spawn at 31, of course. I mean 30, end of 30, 30. And you want to look at the time at the top, the red timer, of course. When that timer hits 6 minutes, you just want to stop auto wave skipping. And you'll see this boss, we don't kill him at all until we nuke, of course. But so don't follow him with SK. Just keep your SK here at all times, because you do not want these mobs to be leaking with lots of HP. So yeah, you just wanna constantly domain when you can, and you wanna make sure you keep SK here at all times. So just don't forget, keep on domaining and make sure you just don't swap SK to the front. Just keep SK back here by placing Newsman just in his location where he is right now. It's just the one thing you don't want him to do. Because at some point these guys have 40 million HP, and the fact that he can wear them down, like whittle them down a lot, is quite crazy. Yeah, what's nice about the witch is that she can take the elemental buff, so she's basically a cosmic unit. I mean, a curse unit. She has the curse buff, which is kind of crazy. So you see her, see her? Here, I'm just constantly replacing Newsman because I do not want SK to go where Aladdin. I keep saying Aladdin, where Alucard and the witches. I'm just gonna call her Haru, man. Haru. But yeah, I just don't want him to go where she is. So you don't stop, just domain. And just keep placing Newsman over here because you just don't want him to. Oh yeah, make sure you're attentive. Like you see, I made a mistake of placing it there, and yeah, I'm moving there. Just keep them at the same spot, and you don't have to worry about snailing them because they were just taking a lots of damage anyway, so it's fine. So I'm just trying to get SK back to his same spot that I want him at, and he's there. Make sure you keep domaining with Kaguya. That's the one thing you need to be attentive to. You don't want to mess it up because if you can get it perfectly, you should be able to hit the Sid nuke just before you hit space. Of course, with the sand domain up, because if you go sand ice, if you go ice sand, it's just the same thing. Sand ice sand. What English? Sand ice sand. You can give Sid a 90% buff to his damage, so he can be doing an insane amount of damage on his nuke. His damage stat should be around like 330 or 360k damage. So yeah, it's kind of nuts. See, I made the mistake of not spamming SK, so I lost out on a bit of damage here. Maybe like 2 attacks-ish. So yeah, 2 attacks would have been on these mobs, and I let SK TP at the front. So just don't make the same mistake. Non-stop, make sure you keep on spamming the newsman here and looking at Kaguya's domains. See, look, I'm gonna replace this newsman, and boom, just keep SK over there. Don't let SK TP to the front. That's the one thing you want to make sure, because that can just screw over your run heavily. And look at this divisionary boss just zooming. You see, the next time that Smith swaps, we're gonna keep him at shadow form, because now we have a lot of stacks, of course, and you see the boss is close to our base, so we're gonna keep Sid when he swaps over next to Sid form and just turn auto off. Look here, and just keep SK down there, of course. Use your domains. As you can see, we used ice, and the next domain is sand. So whenever I hit the sand domain, I'm gonna use Kaguya's nuke to clear out a few mobs, and that should give Sid his damage buff. Okay, first voice crack. Interesting. That should give Kaguya... okay, man. Sid his damage buff from his passive with takedowns, and it should max out to the point where he needs it. And it should max his damage out. And then you nuke with Sid straight after while the domain is still up, and he should have a lot of damage. So you see, look, I'll do it here. This into that, and then look at Sid's damage right now, how it is. He's at 276k after the nuke. 337k. Just use it instantly. Just don't want to lose the sand domain buff. And then boom, he just wipes a lot of mobs. And you're gonna die to the boss regardless. Here I should have turned off auto skip a bit earlier. But yeah, I died to the boss with 10 seconds left, so I probably lost out on like 8 kills, 7 kills. Maybe 6 or 7. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So, you know, hope this helps the video, and hope you guys, and yeah, see you in the next one. Peace, like, subscribe.